You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Last night, New Yorkers got their first real look at the three leading candidates for mayor in a debate that was as intense as it was revealing. On stage were former Governor Andrew Cuomo, Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani, and Republican candidate Curtis Sliwa. The dynamic was striking. Cuomo and Mamdani exchanged relentless barbs, while Sliwa found himself in the middle, trying to carve out space for his own vision. The debate followed a familiar pattern. Cuomo repeatedly attacked Mamdani, portraying him as too extreme on issues like policing. He referenced old social media posts in which Mamdani criticized the NYPD, suggesting that the Democratic nominee would undermine public safety. Mamdani fired back sharply, denying claims that he would replace police officers with social workers on dangerous domestic violence calls, and emphasizing that he had apologized for past statements that were now being taken out of context. Sliwa, the founder of the Guardian Angels, positioned himself as a candidate outside the typical political establishment. "Thank God I'm not a professional politician," he said, pointing to his outsider status, while criticizing the no-cash bail policies of others. He repeatedly highlighted his calls for more police officers and a hands-on approach to city safety. Even when asked lighthearted questions, like choosing between attending a Knicks or Mets playoff game, Sliwa maintained his unique, sometimes offbeat perspective, reminding viewers that he sees the city differently than career politicians do. The exchanges between Cuomo and Mamdani were particularly heated. Cuomo questioned Mamdani's experience, warning that New Yorkers could face crises like a pandemic or another 9/11 under his leadership. Mamdani countered by reminding voters of Cuomo's controversial handling of nursing homes during the pandemic, and insisted that integrity, not just experience, is crucial for leadership. At several points, Mamdani returned to his core message, addressing affordability, expanding public transportation, and providing universal childcare. He also promoted the creation of a Department of Community Safety to assist those in mental health crises without over-relying on police. While Cuomo tried to belittle Mamdani's resume and past positions, Mamdani's economic populism and focus on working New Yorkers resonated strongly, echoing his strong performance in the Democratic primary. His policies, aimed at freezing rents for stabilized apartments, building 200,000 affordable homes over the next decade, and protecting immigrant communities, were consistently highlighted. Meanwhile, Sliwa reminded everyone of his long-standing commitment to grassroots crime fighting, often speaking in his distinctive, candid style that kept the debate unpredictable. By the end of the night, it was clear that Sliwa, though sometimes overshadowed by the heated exchanges between Cuomo and Mamdani, used the opportunity to reinforce his outsider appeal and practical approach to public safety. The next debate is scheduled for October 22nd, with early voting starting on October 25th, and the general election set for November 4th. Voters were left with a vivid picture of each candidate: Mamdani as the policy-focused populist, Cuomo as the embattled former governor, and Sliwa as the hands-on outsider ready to challenge the political norms. Stay subscribed for more videos.